The Pepsodent Show, starring Bob Hope.
We hope you're feeling fine. Just sit back and recline. Bob Hope will call to wish you all a happy 39.
Thank you so much. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Pepsodent Kid, Bob Hope, making a living by the skin of other people's teeth. Yes, sir. I suppose the Christmas spirit filled you all with faith and charity, so tonight I'm here to give you hope. Isn't that cute? My kid brother wrote that. I'll wait till I catch him. My sponsor was very nice to me this Christmas. She sent over a beautiful gift, a big cabinet radio with 9 tubes of Pepsodent. He's happy. He's very happy. I asked him the other day if we were selling Pepsodent, and he said, "You're doing great work, Hope. You've got half the country foaming at the mouth." I had a nice Christmas this year. I got some nice presents. I just about broke even. One present took me 4 hours to unwrap. Can you imagine anyone sending me an Egyptian mummy? Goodwin bought me a nice box of cigars. I smoked 2 of them Christmas morning and spent the rest of the day in an iron lung. Skinny Ennis and the band chipped in and gave me a beautiful deep purple necktie. I turned it over, and on the front side it said, "Welcome, Legionnaires." The choir, 6 Hits and a Miss, gave me a beautiful watch. I don't know where they got it, but I passed a pawn shop this morning, and it tried to jump back in the window. I got some nice Christmas cards, too. I got one from Hedy Lamarr. That's the first envelope I've ever seen that steamed itself open. Say, Bill, tell the ladies and gentlemen who we have with us tonight, will you?
All right, Bob. Tonight we're very happy to present as our guest one of the most popular teams on the radio, those Pine Ridge favorites, Lum and Abner. Then we have Skinny Ennis and his band, 6 Hits and a Miss, Honey Child, Jerry Colonna through the courtesy of Warner Brothers, and Bob Hope through.
I am not. I have an uncle at Paramount. That's Bill Goodwin. That's Bill Goodwin, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at Goodwin's shiny teeth. 7 Snow Whites with 1 Dopey. You should have seen him at Skinny's Christmas party. He hung some mistletoe over the goldfish bowl, and it was awfully embarrassing. Every time I walked into the room, one of the goldfish puckered up her lips. What happened? How'd that get in there? Skinny was dressed very formal, wing collar, white tie, and a sweatshirt with tails. And the band was there. They brought their girls along, and what girls? They looked like the dead-end kids with their hair up. I danced with one of them. She was so dumb, she thought a coming-out party was a parole. Oh, she was a swell dresser, though, a regular clothes horse. In fact, she and Seabiscuit could wear the same things. Before the dinner, Skinny served sandwiches, not exactly sandwiches, breadcrumbs with Russian dressing, but I made sure I got mine. As a matter of fact, I ate so many tongue sandwiches I could hold a conversation with my stomach. At dinner, they served turkey croquettes, that's hash that's gone Hollywood, and for dessert, they had one of those flaming plum puddings. They didn't have any brandy, so Skinny used kerosene. First time I ever got indigestion and had my oil changed at the same time. But dinner was no fun. There was a crooked roulette wheel in the next room, and the magnet kept pulling the knives and forks out of our hands. After dinner, they served coffee and bandages, and then...
Say, pardon me, Bob. Bob, there's a girl here who wants to see you.
Has she got a face?
Yeah?
And she wants to see me? That's funny. Well, send her in. Things are picking up.
Well, hiya, Mr. Hope.
Well, honey child. Well, well. Honey child.
In person, Mr. Hope.
Honey child, I haven't seen you since we finished that program in New York 2 years ago.
You finished it, Mr. Hope. I was just an innocent bystander.
Well, tell me, honey child, how do the folks down south like my program?
Why, Mr. Hope, every Tuesday night my father calls all the workers in from the cotton plantation.
He wants them to hear my program, huh?
Why, no, Mr. Hope. He wants some cotton for his ears.
Same old honey child.
Say, Mr. Hope, who's that handsome man over there?
Oh, you mean that pair of teeth covered with tweed? That's Bill Goodwin, honey child.
I'd sure like to meet him.
I was afraid of that. Come here, Goodwin. Honey child, I want you to meet Bill Goodwin.
Hello, honey child.
Hello, Bill. Gosh, you're pretty.
I know it.
You ought to be in pictures.
Oh, Pepsin had just signed Bill for a picture. He's playing Rhett Goodwin in Gone with the Irium. Hiya, fella. Well, hiya, Skinny. I want you to meet Honey Child, Skinny.
Well, look who's here. Hello, dog face.
Well, hello, Stinky.
Say, do you two know each other?
Why, sure, Bob. We grew up together.
Dog face, are your folks still living in that cave?
Why, Stinky, you know we haven't lived in that cave since Paul started wearing shoes?
Ah, the good old days down south.
Yeah, down south would mash up our corn, and when we got through, we'd have a quart of liquor.
Yeah, and up north here, we mash up our corn, and when we get through, we've got a program.
Well, Bob, it sure is fun meeting all the boys on your program.
Well, there's one fellow you haven't met, Honey Child. He's been delayed because he's still feeling a few ill effects from his Christmas dinner.
Greetings, Kate. Let's bicarbonate.
Well, Professor Colota, Professor, I want you to meet Honey Child, the pride of the Southland.
Greetings, you all. Pardon my southern drawl.
You mean drool.
Oh, Professor, you from the South?
Ah, yes, Gatus. Well, I remember the days of the old plantation. For many years, we lived on the old manse. And now the old man's living on us.
I didn't know you were from the South, Professor. Remember the old plantation and the magnolias? Surely you remember the magnolias.
Ah, yes. I heard they were divorced.
Pardon me, Colonel Colota, did anyone ever call your head the solid South?
Yes. My whole family tree's from the South. The South. The South. First there was my pappy. Then there was my mammy. And what a mammy. The sun shines east. The sun shines west. But I know where the sun shines best. Help, I'm Al Jolson.
Help, Skinny, the music. Take it away. All right, Professor, that'll be all right.
Crazy rhythm, here's the doorway. I'll go my way, you'll go your way. Crazy rhythm, from now on we're through. Crazy rhythm, this is where we have a showdown. I'm too high hat, you're too low down. Crazy rhythm, here's goodbye to you. They say that when a highbrow meets a lowbrow walking along Broadway, soon the highbrow, he has no brow.
Ain't it a shame and you're to blame?
What's the use of prohibition? You produce the same condition. Crazy rhythm, here's goodbye to you. Crazy rhythm, I've gone crazy to Yay! Crazy rhythm, the doorway. Take it my way, pass it your way. Crazy rhythm, from now on we're through with you. Do-do-do-do-ra-da. Crazy rhythm, a showdown. I'm the highbrow, you're the lowbrow. Crazy rhythm, here's goodbye. Here's goodbye to you. Farewell, John.
When a highbrow meets a lowbrow walking along Broadway, soon the highbrow will have no brow.
You're to blame, oh shame, shame, shame. Well, what's the use of prohibition? You produce the same condition. Crazy rhythm, dip, dip, roodly-doo, I'm crazy too. Dip, 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 rip, dip, dip, roodly-doo, I'm crazy too. Crazy rhythm is goodbye, so long to you.
That was our 6 hits and a miss singing Crazy Rhythm. Say, Bill, have Lum and Abner shown up yet?
No, not yet, Bob.
Oh, well, Bill, I'll go and look for them, and while I'm gone, you say a few words to the boss, will you?
All right, Bob. Folks, Pepsodent toothpaste with Irium is like a diamond with a brighter sparkle, like a flower with a finer perfume, like a songbird with an extra octave. 'Cause why? 'Cause Irium is the remarkable new cleansing agent that says to Pepsodent, quick march there, brother, remove those surface stains from teeth. Charge that dull overlay. Rout all dinginess. Hustle along with that polishing. Leave those teeth clean as a new snowflake, and let 'em shine with natural brilliance. Pepsodent plus Irium means extra cleanliness for your teeth, extra freshness for your mouth. That's what you can have every day of your life by brushing your teeth twice a day with Pepsodent toothpaste containing irium. Only in Pepsodent toothpaste do you get the extra benefits of irium because Pepsodent is the only toothpaste that contains irium.
Granny, this is the place, all right, Abner.
Is this a Pepsodent show, Lum?
Must be. Nobody's laughing. Wonder where the feller's at.
I don't know, and I don't care. I never wanted to come up here in the first place.
Well, I told you I made a deal where we'd get $10 apiece. And besides, 2 heads is always better than 1.
Well, I don't care. I don't... Huh? What'd you say about them 2 heads?
I said 2 heads is better than 1. I mean...
Be a right smart more expense, so long, having 2 heads. Have to buy 2 haircuts at a time, 2 pair of spectacles.
Well, Abner, I ain't talking about 1 man with 2 heads. I'm talking about 2 men with 1 head. Or 2 men with 2 heads.
4 between them, huh?
No, I said, wait a minute. How many heads have you got?
I ain't got but 1. It ain't me. I don't think it is.
Who ain't you?
That 2-headed feller, whoever he is.
It's me and you I'm talking about. Both of us can have more ideas with 2 heads.
Yeah, if we had 'em, we could, I reckon. That'd be mighty handy, all right. A feller could eat with 1 mouth and drink with the other. You might get in an argument with yourself, though, Lon, you know what?
You got the awfulest imagination I ever seen on a human. Wait a minute, here comes that feller now.
Well, he ain't got but 1 head.
Yes, how do you do, sir?
Well, Lum and Abner, ladies and gentlemen, Lum and Abner. Well, I see you fellas finally got here, huh?
Yeah, I brung my partner. Abner, this is a feller you've heard 1,000 times on the radio.
Well...
You shake hands with Mr... What'd you call your name again?
Name is Hope.
Oh, I've heard you. You're that I hope feller, ain't you?
No, that isn't me. You're thinking about the wrong program.
No, I'm thinking about the right program. You're just the wrong feller.
Don't give my sponsors any ideas. Now, look, fellas, I got a little play I want you to do tonight.
Well, good evening, Abner. Good evening, Frank.
Excuse me. Howdy, Frank. Frank who? Where?
Oh, nobody. I was just wondering if I did have 2 heads, how I'd speak to myself.
Pardon me, Lum. What is Abner talking about?
Don't pay no attention to him, Mr. Hope. He's got an idea. He's got 2 heads.
Yeah. I've got an idea they're both empty. Now, the first scene of our play is in the frozen north where the nights are 6 months long.
6 months long? Granny, it'd be all right. A feller could come in late of a night up there, and next morning his wife would say, "What time did you get in last night?" And he'd have to say, "Oh, long about January or February." She'd say, "'Tweren't no such a thing. I heard you. It was way up in April when you got in."
Oh, that's fine, Lum, but let's get on with the play. Now, you play the part of an old moose trapper.
Oh, what?
An old moose trapper. You trap mooses.
No, he don't.
I trap what?
Mooses! You've been up in this part of the country.
Wait a minute. Abner, will you hash that up, for goodness sake? Mr. Hope's trying to explain his play to us here.
Well, Frank started it.
Is this still the Pepsodent show? Lum, who is Frank?
Oh, it's nothing, Mr. Hope. Abner just calls that other head of his Frank.
Yeah. And Frank said, Lum...
Abner, if you mention Frank one more time, I'm going to whop you one. Now, go ahead.
Yeah. See there, Smarty, I told you not to be...
Go ahead with the play, Mr. Hope. Do I fall in love with a beautiful girl?
No, not so fast, Lum. Don't cross your bridges until you come to them.
Huh? Where's the bridge at, Mr. Hope?
San Francisco. Now, look, Abner, it's just a figure of speech. There isn't any bridge.
Well, what you telling us not to cross it for, then?
All right, then. We've crossed the bridge. We're on the other side. Now, let's get on with the play.
Well, how'd we get over here?
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Abner, we rode across. Now, go ahead, Mr. Hope.
Well, you're going through the frozen north, and you meet another old moose trapper and his daughter.
Is she pretty?
Yes, and she's snowblind.
She's what?
Snowblind. So it's love at first
Wait a minute, Abner, for
sight.
goodness sake. Will you please haste that up?
Well, I was just taking up for you. Frank said you was backwoodsy and said
Oh,
you never...
my goodness, Mr. Hope. He's back to that Frank again.
Oh, look, Lum, we've got to get on with the play. Can't you keep him quiet?
I can't do nothing with him, Mr. Hope. I brung him up here, but that's all I can do.
Yeah, I know. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
You can... Huh?
Go ahead.
Well,